51 minutes after the hour. Just because you're having fun doesn't mean you can't be learning something at the same time.
That is true, actually. Clayton has some great apps that use games as educational tools so you can fool your school-age kids into thinking they're not learning.
That's right, exactly. Some great tablet apps here for your school-age kids. They work across multiple platforms, iOS and Android. And this first company actually brings us two apps, and these are really great to learn how to spell and actually make math fun, which is a really hard thing to get me excited about math. The first one is Spellboard, and it's great because it's for grades 1 to 12. It allows parents to create any spelling quiz in any language, even Spanish, and you can record your voice, a parent's voice, so that they will hear the spoken version of the word when they spell it out. They'll hear their mom or dad's voice right there. Also, Mathboard, that's the other one that this company created. They did just a great job. Won all kinds of awards. It's probably the best app out there for learning math ever built. Teaches addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and it encourages kids to actually solve and not just guess the answers. So they do a great job making this kind of stuff fun.
Well, not to be skeptical, but have you played it? Is it fun?
It is fun. Actually, I'll say this, I'm not very good at math, but I've actually felt myself really getting engaged with learning and playing some of the addition and subtraction
stuff. If you can make math fun, that's like cold fusion. That's like perpetual motion. You know what I mean? That is a breakthrough of historic proportions.
It really is. It really is.
And same thing with geography for some kids. And, you know, I remember growing up, my parents would unfold the map, and it was always such a hassle. But right there on your tablet, you can do Geography Drive USA.
Yeah, grab out your iPad and try Geography Drive USA. This is really fun. It's like a road trip across the USA. Teaches you all the different geography questions. And as you go along, you clear different states, so you win trophies as you clear different regions of the country. Maybe the Midwest, down through the Grand Canyon, all of those sorts of things. And it makes learning about the United States a lot of fun, which also brings us to the next one, which is learning the states. Here's another app called Stack the States, and this is so much fun. All the different shapes. Look at this. Yeah, you can pick and choose.
But better.
When you sign in, so Anna, you can sign in and pick the state you want, right? You could pick South Carolina, North Carolina, and you learn the shape of it, then you learn the capitals, and you begin to sort of stack the states as you go across the country and win awards, and makes it a lot of fun.
Can you eliminate some you don't like?
You can get rid of some if you don't like certain states.
So you can basically improve the layout of the country.
You can be left with 30 states when you're all done. Here's another one. I love this because I love the science stuff. I was always attracted to science as a kid. Bobo Explores Light is the name of this one. Wow. And this one is for ages 8 to 12, and it introduces kids to fundamental scientific light-related topics like lasers and reflection and refraction, photosynthesis, and it also teaches kids about how the human eye works. So in the dark, it'll show you how light will hit water and shine off into the sky. Bioluminescence, so those like fish under the water that bioluminesce, like these kind of fish. A lot of fun and really educational for the kids.
Walk toward the light, Bobo.
And then finally we have Solar Walk, and kids can learn about sunsets and man-made satellites and what else?
So I'm excited about this. I was always a huge space fan as a kid, and so to be able to sit down with my son, it lets kids zoom through space. They can learn the solar systems. They can zoom in on the planets. They can see Earth's relationship to Saturn, Mars, Venus. And you mentioned satellites that are put there by humans, so you can interact with different spaceships and things that are out in space, learn about the sun. So that is called Solar Walk, the 3D solar system model, and you can learn about all of those things. Look, I know last weekend, people didn't have a pen out and they were trying to write these down. You tweeted me about it later. You can find me. I'm at Clayton Morris on Twitter. If you missed any of these, I will send them out, and I'll tweet out the link to this segment a little bit after the show today.
All right, thank you, Clayton.